Vortex, I totally missed the turn into my neighborhood because I was yacking. I was like, hey, there's my house. Oh. Look at this shit, y'all. I just want you to see it. Fog, baby. Fog. In case you didn't know what that was. This is what we call actual comedy. It's random, it's silly, it's ridiculous, it's offensive, okay? That's what true comedy is. If you don't get that, you probably watch Friends. They need to do a spinoff to How I Met Your Mother called How I Met Your Brother. That would be really funny. It's about incest. That's fucked up, dude. It is, but it's funny. It's fucking funny. Anyway. I got a fortune cookie. I think I mentioned this at the Vortex, but I'll mention it again because it's worth mentioning once more. I got a fortune cookie that said, take it easy while you can, big project coming up. I put this little fortune on my fridge. Now, I received this like in March, when the pandemic started, okay? And what the ironic thing about it was that I got this fortune cookie from my parents. And my parents are boomers, which means they don't take chances. So there's no way that they were eating Chinese food. So I'm serious. I'm not knocking Chinese people. I'm saying like my parents don't branch out, you know. They're the type of people, they'd never try hummus. They'd never try kale. They would never do anything out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? Well, they gave me this fortune cookie. And I was like, why do they have a fortune cookie? That's weird. That's not like them at all. But I opened it up. I told myself, you were meant to read this shit. Now, have I been taking it easy? Not really. I've been taking it difficult. I don't know if I could ever take it easy anyway. I think it's like almost impossible for me because I can't calm down. My thoughts are like a circus, really. Doug Stanhope has a really good joke about that. You ever try to go to sleep sober? Shout out to Doug. You nuzzled me on the head at Zanies. You nuzzled my head. You probably don't remember because you were shit-faced, but I'll remember that forever, baby. Oh man, I need some more coffee, right? Who doesn't? But yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can because I know that what I got it's an art form. It's an art form in itself. Just being yourself, just being free. That's an art form. Like, that is eventually going to be the currency, just actual freedom. Mental freedom is an art form. Because nobody knows what that is, which is why everybody's so obsessed with this cookie cutter idea of comedy. But I'm I'm a lot of things rolled into one teeny tiny 90-pound Caucasian crazy bitch. Now, personally, I don't like being Caucasian. A lot of people will say, well, you're the majority. Not for very much longer, baby. I understand. When they talk about privilege, they're talking about majority privilege. That's the main privilege. And I get that. I really do. Like, if you're in the minority, like, things are going to be harder for you because you're going to have to assimilate to somebody else's culture. And that's the thing. White people are going to eventually have to do that. But honestly, I don't even know if white people have a culture. Hot dogs, baseball. Block parties. Oh, black people have cookouts. White people have block parties. But, yeah, I mean, just talking about, like, race and culture and all that, you know, it's, like, so controversial these days. It's like, if you just say anything, yeah, it's not even offensive. It's not even discriminatory or bigoted or anything like that. It's just, but people will get mad, you know? It's crazy. And the stuff that they should get mad about, the stuff that should offend them, the stuff that should really, really piss them off, they don't care about. And not only because they don't know about it, if you try to tell them about it, they're like, oh, no, I want to whine about something that happened 20 years ago online. 20 years ago? When was the internet invented? Was it like 91, 93? Early 90s. That's all I know. Early 90s. Oh, so it has been 20 years. It's been a while. Oh, man. I mean, the internet has provided a lot of really good things, though. Yeah. The smart people get smarter, the dumb people get dumber. Like I've said before, we know the ratio, and it's not looking good. Hello? Hey. That's right. Mm-hmm. Look at his face. Hey, Arlo. Arlo. Hey. Arlo. 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 You piece of shit. Arlo. He's not a piece of shit. Hey, maybe you'll respond to me. Hey, Paisley. I insult my cats whenever I can. Sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. They insult me. They insult me. For those of you that think I'm being judgmental, I mean, they insult me all the time. Just the fact that they don't meow when I want them to meow, specifically. Yeah. Do you guys like this? I don't know if y'all remember this from another video. I forgot what that thing's called. Supposedly it emits positive ions. Like you need about 800 of those things in my house. Anyway, I always talk a lot longer than I anticipate, and then I'm just shocked when like the video is like 20 minutes, and I'm like, man, you just wanted to say one thing, and you ended up saying 27 things. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I wanted to let you guys know. My first original channel, Aimless, back when I was a liberal, I started doing that channel to talk about mental illness specifically. And I didn't realize that I was actually doing like what I've always wanted to do, which is a documentary on my life. And I guess that's what I'm continuing to do. But one of the stars of that first video that my friend Daniel shot for me, it was in the bathroom. Such a ridiculous idea, but I mean, it's interesting to watch that first original video and then see, the progression. Though I really don't like using that word anymore. But let's say succession, okay? Instead of progress, let's say success from now on. Let's do that. Success. But I don't success. That doesn't make sense because that sounds like you suck, But whatever. Let's keep going. But one of the stars of that video was my friend Kimberly's cat, which is the coolest cat I've ever met in my entire life. His name was Rotten. And this is a picture of him. He always acted like he was having an orgasm whenever you would scratch a particular part of his back. He would just go, He couldn't help himself. And here's another picture of him. But he just passed away. And he purred on his way out. And he couldn't purr because he had breathing problems, but he knew that it was his time to go. And she held him on his way out and he purred. And my mom told me that our cat did the same exact thing when it was her time. But he died on December 17th of this year. So, yeah, he was 17 years old. It's kind of ironic he died on the 17th. Maybe that's some gematria shit too. I don't know, but well, they can't control that one. They can't control cats. I don't know, who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe the elite do control cats as well. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that like the coolest cat that has ever existed on the face of this planet passed away. And he meant a lot to me. And he meant a lot to every single person whose life he touched. I mean, there are several people that came to my house that didn't like cats. And they changed their mind when they met this cat. They usually do the same thing when they meet Paisley as well. Paisley's pretty cool too. But yeah, I want to let you guys know about Rotten. In case y'all are wondering like what happened to him. I remember when Kim came to pick him up from the house because she was taking him back to be with her other cat who was dying at the time. And I'll never forget this. When she put him in the car, he put his little paws up on the window. Coolest cat in the world. But anyway, we were very close. But I'm very close to these cats. And I always get very, very close to any animals that I come into contact with. Because they're our friends. And, I mean, you know me, right? Don't you love it when people say, you know me? No, I don't, but keep on going. But I'm sure those of you that watch my channel do feel like you know me. That is one of the cool things about YouTube. For those of us that aren't trying to make a name for ourselves, and we're not trying to get famous, but we're just trying to reach out to people, that's like, I feel like that's the purpose of this. And it's always going to be ruined by people that just want to make money. But anyway, for those of you that know me, that know my channels, you know that everything's my friend. Probably because I hate the world so much. But anyway. Shout out to Rotten in the Clouds. I will see you in heaven, and I can't fucking wait to get out of here. Not suicidal, do not worry. Do not worry, do not worry about me. Like, people think that just because you cry a lot, that makes you suicidal. If I didn't cry a lot, I would be suicidal. In fact, I was. Like, when I was on Zoloft, every day that I was on that godforsaken pharmaceutical, I wanted to die. Because I still had those feelings, but I didn't know how to express them, and the way that I was used to expressing them, was gone. So it's like you can either be an extra human or you can be less of a human. But if you understand it, you're a lot better off than the majority of human beings on the planet. So, food for thought, please eat. Goodbye.